Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of SSI News on Location. I'm Allie Faudel.
And I'm Amanda Norman. This week, a criminal case has been brought to court involving a possible murder suspect, Jordan Cade, who is being accused of stabbing an opposing gang member. Here is some footage from his arraignment earlier this afternoon.
This is a date and time set for the arraignment of Mr. Jordan Cade.
The state of Michigan has charged Jordan Cade with second-degree murder and voluntary manslaughter.
Counsel for the defense, do you intend to enter a plea at this time?
Yes, Your Honor, we plead not guilty for the defendant, Jordan Cade.
The state of Michigan would like to require an $800,000 bail. The state of Michigan believes there is a significant flight risk with the defendant for 3 reasons. Jordan Cade fled the scene of the crime. He stayed in hiding for 5 days, and he disguised himself during that time. For these reasons, the state of Michigan requires an $800,000 bill to keep Jordan Cade from fleeing again.
For the reasons set forth on the record, I'm going to enter a bond in this matter in the amount of $50,000, 10%. I'm going to ask the bailiff to remove the defendant to the lockup until such time as that is posted.
This coming Friday, a case is being brought to the Supreme Court of the United States involving Birmingham School District being sued by parents who are upset over the school district's decision to include a textbook that teaches intelligent design in their curriculum. I guess we'll have to wait and see until Friday to see how that pans out. Earlier today, the representatives took a tour of the state capitol.
But, we're concerned about what goes on right here, the quality of your life right here in Michigan. So that's why it's important to elect the right people who love government, who want to help people, and that's what government should be about. It should be about helping people.
Was that sometimes you put your foot in your mouth. The best way to take your foot out of it is to go and apologize to people, okay? And I did do that. And sometimes folks say in politics, well, you never apologize, you just keep going on. And I'm thinking, if I wrong somebody or make them feel wrong, I really need to see if I can make it right.
After today's Capitol visit, Representative Muffet presented a new piece of legislation, the Next Generation Protection Act, which will in effect ban the use of smartphones to minors.
And my solution, ladies and gentlemen, I'm introducing today is House Bill 2009, which is called the Next Generation Protection Act. And this is called, my title for this, well, I'm very proud of it. It's called Being Smart with Smartphones.
I became a baseline in a trans electrosome.
But I'm so thankful for the good politicians like Representative Muffet who are interested in intervening into our family issues.
If you want to see the research, stop looking at your phones. Open your eyes and look around you.
And as you know, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about the children.
It was a good first press conference I've been to. Thought there were a lot of good opinions going around, a few strong ones, and I felt a little strongly about it myself. I think it's a great idea, but it's my opinion.
I thought it was crazy.
I did not agree with Representative Muffet's bill.
I think that is a great idea, and I support his opinion fully.
I think that during the conference, Mr. Muffet struggled a little bit with his responses. I asked him why we shouldn't ban hot dogs, considering that there are people genuinely addicted to hot dogs, and why we're banning smartphones but not hot dogs. He was unable to respond. So,
Sounds like a good idea to me.
The Feats of Strength is an annual tradition here at SSI, looked upon with excitement by some and terror by others. It will be taking place tomorrow afternoon. Here's Ian Lawson with the story.
Hello, this is Ian Lawson reporting for SSI News on Location. Here we go to the Game Master, Amy Chauvin. Hello, Amy.
Hello.
What can the students expect from this year's imaginative set of games?
Well, we have not as many running games as we have had in the past, so we're going to have a few games that require a bit of mental acumen and just thinking through strategy a bit more than just running the fastest or hitting the hardest. And they can also expect a little bit more inside time than outside as compared to the past.
As a survivor of the Feats of Strength, will you be looking forward to attending it this week?
For the most part, yes.
Prepare for embarrassment, mostly, because last time we were walking around with pantyhose on our head.
Prepare to have fun. It's going to be very competitive.
All day.
Is that all?
There's also some wire that's designed to make you fall.
Oh.
And shirts that you have to throw.
Yeah, the Feats of Strength is pretty rigorous and exhausting. You can prepare by practicing breathing hard, dragging yourself across the ground, and running in short distances.
They should be wearing sporty clothes. They will have to crawl around a bit outside, so clothes that they're willing to get dirty. Closed-toed shoes are required, but other than that, if you want to wear jean shorts or a different material, that's fine. Some people can even be comfortable in pants in doing this.
How many survivors are we expecting this year?
Preferably, let's say, well, we have 104 students. Let's say 103 3/4 is good to aim for. At SSI, safety has always been among our top 3 priorities.
Just make sure you get enough air when you're doing it.
Good call. Thank you. Back to you in the station.
Thanks, Ian. Sounds like we're in for a lot of action.
Well, folks, this concludes today's segment. Have a great evening, everyone. I'm Allie Faudel.
And I'm Amanda Norman, signing off.